Hello everybody, here is your Chippewa Valley School Board Trustee, Robert Vaitovich. It's after the meeting. I guess as far as the secondary testing, it just kind of told us what the testing schedule is going to be. It's something that the board, they don't give the board any control over. They were just telling us because I don't know if they have to or what. They're just going to tell us when they're going to have the testing and things like that. As for the bond, same thing. It was just an update on the bond and what's happening and things like that. Nothing important. And then with Fielding International, there was some information. But again, it looks like remodeling with a little bit of a purpose. I'm hoping that within the next couple of months, we get information to understand what they're talking about. They're talking about possible having to redistrict, possibly having to close schools down, expanding certain areas, which I'm not even sure why we should do that when we're at capacity on some of the schools. Some of the other schools that we aren't at capacity, where we're half empty, they're saying that they want us to, well, it's a possible option to close those schools down or whatever. Okay, nothing's clear. It was basically just kind of what we thought it was. It's kind of remodeling with a purpose as of right now, unless, let's hope that they get us some information. Okay, in the end, it's a couple months more, and let's find out that we get the information we're looking for so we know. One more thing, I tried to get a discussion about bullying. In the past, many times through a couple of years now, we have a lot of situations and reports of bullying. First of all, I'd like to say, people, the school district is going to talk you out of filing a police report if you have a case that's good enough for a police report. This is because they get to save face, and they get to save on their school district report, accountability report, or whatever it's called. The only way to kind of put that is just like a credit report. Everything that goes on it gives you a score. Well, if there's police reports on a school district's report, it brings their score down. So they're going to do whatever they can. They have no interest in trying to do the right thing for the students. They're going to do whatever they can to get you not to file a police report to keep that score up. So if there's any police reports and things like that, none of these have been reported. There's a lot of these things. Now, at the same time, it was brought up that our Stephanie Lang at Dakota, she seems to be coming up a lot in a couple of years now, that she has some kind of a group or something like that. Okay, well, I know nothing about that. And I'd like to know the statistics. I did at the end of the meeting, I did request all the details, all the information, everything she's found, and I want to know anything we know about bullying, whether it be our administration doing it, whether it be people like our staff of Stephanie Lang that has an organization. But I'd like to know what information she came up with, if she even has a group or committee or whatever it is. I'd like to know where they're getting all the information. For instance, what they gave us tonight was some basic stuff. It didn't tell us anything. It was no information. Yet they're trying to tell us this is all great stuff, and it doesn't tell you anything. I want to know how they got this information, where they got this information, and all the details about the investigation to get this information, or lack of information, should I say. I tried to, again, and this is probably about the fourth or fifth time in the last 4 years, 5 years, that I tried to get a bullying committee together. And I don't know why. The board, with one exception, I have Miss Radko now on there. I don't know why the board is refusing to just look into this and try to get a committee. I told them I would even be head up. I would find an organization if they want an organization to work with us. I would find the people. I would do all that. But they refuse to let me do that. They deny everything. I don't know why they are denying any access to get in to find out and try to put a end, or at least seriously take away from the amount of bullying going on in our schools. And yes, there is a lot of bullying. I don't know why. But again, I'm going to keep trying. A neighboring district just lost 2 students to suicide, and they said the cause was because of bullying. We lost a student a couple years ago to suicide because of bullying, and it happens all the time. Children's lives are ruined because of this. This is something that we have to protect our children. We have to do something about this. And I don't know why this board is not letting me go ahead with it. But anyhow, we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep putting it forth. And we're going to keep speaking up and being a voice for our children. If anybody sees me out there, please stop me and say hello. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to say hello back. Have a great evening.